We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in wondering what on earth is going on here as they sit in last place at 0-7.
And it's really difficult to report to work every day with that type of a losing streak looming over you. How do you break out of it? And you're looking at each other to try and figure it out. Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5. And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 111 for yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
And this will wind up as Saints first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Peterson gets the call running left. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Murray going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Now the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. A nice little juke. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Let's go.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be taken down here with a... So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Hands it off out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. Brings up 2nd.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up third down. Throwing is Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on fourth. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive. Give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect, he has the ability to scatter bodies and move people enough to pick up first downs. That's what we just saw right there.
On first down, it's Porter powering forward, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. On second and goal, Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the wide.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They start the drive with Peterson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 81 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
On second and 9, Murray looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
1 yard gain.
On second and 9, Murray escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 1st down, Wilson. Throw left side, complete. That's Porter. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 63 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Right now. 37-yard line. It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Saints.
That's 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Porter. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up, because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They give it to Peterson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 2nd down at 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Peterson running right. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On play action, it's Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation, because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, it's Murray. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Wilson.
The 24-yard line.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Defense going to blanket the field. 6 now in the secondary here for 3rd and 15.
Here's Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, Peterson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Cardinals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Shotgun now for Murray. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
On third down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. This is taken at the 23. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, first and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. On first down, it's Porter, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board. Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now Wilson on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
To throw on second and 10. Wilson, he's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. To throw again is Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Porter. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Well, the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete to number 86.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up up at halftime. We remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control. Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Parker. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Play action. It's Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. On third down, Porter. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barker. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Going for it all. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Porter. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing again here, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Let's go. These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now it's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. 2nd down and goal. Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. So here are the Saints to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. On 2nd down now. It's Porter, and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
114 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
But you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. A little juke, and he's going to get this inside the 30.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll run on 1st down. Porter, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down.
And the Cardinals, first down.
Murray now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Saints.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Play fake. Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the Saints' 24-yard.
Murray to air it out again. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in the second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense once again up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turned the ball over.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
First down, New Orleans.
On first down, it's Porter. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up.
Now it's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he slides to a halt inside the 10.
Let's do this. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The football going back over to Arizona now.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
4 down, 48.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, this game was lauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Murray. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Handoff comes to Peterson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Murray now. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Murray going to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Cardinals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And some space here. The 30. 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's a 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. There's Wilson to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And that pickup of the first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on 1st down. Porter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Porter, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On first down, Porter. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
161 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On second down, it's Porter. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
2nd and 9. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Porter. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.